thing. A really powerful one.
If you can talk to Cho, tell him to take the way that he wants to go, and Master will be pleased.
You tell him to go run, and he'll go run.
Can you just tell him to find the scent of the really strong one?
That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna go where he wants to go, but Gallus got to tell him to go. He won't listen to
Cho,
me.
go! Follow the scent. Go!
Okay.
Is he heading north?
He starts heading north.
Then we'll follow north.
Strong scent. Never smelled this one before. Strong scent. This way.
He's excited. He's excited.
This way.
This is taking us away from the other orcs, but the other orcs are really easy to follow.
Yeah. Besides, I think we want to find what scared them off.
They
If
smell
he's
like
that
wolves.
excited about it.
They smell like wolves, but they smell like men.
So they smell like wolves, but they smell like men.
They're not wolves.
Knowledge nature.
Knowledge What could it be? Man wolf lover.
Sure.
12?
Druids was a really great guess.
There's a lot of
Druid. Okay, where the hell is this?
Very strong.
Apparently,
Masters will have to fight them to become alpha. We'll see.
16, Marty. 16. On knowledge of I don't know nothing.
Why doesn't... What the hell?
Knowledge in the Torb.
No, my rolls aren't showing up on...
This is this game only loads for people that are not useless.
so why are you able to show up on here? Oh,
No.
It's because I'm not wearing pants.
oh shit!
Hello, Twitch.
So, I've rolled 3 times, nothing's popped up.
Yeah, I don't see it either. Yeah, maybe refresh.
Are you touching a token?
Fun fact. Before
Can you just type like normal? Like.
There we go. Now it showed up.
21, knowledge nature.
Good job.
What's your question? What are these tracks?
This question is more of what smells like a human and a wolf at the same time. From an alchemist's point of view. So I would be thinking beast shape spells.
Yeah. So a bunch of fucking polymorphers or druids kind of sounds like a good guess.
No, polymorph. Probably polymorph.
16 knowledge nature, Marty.
Yeah, your guess of druids was spot on. You'd have to see the creature to identify them.
Yeah, these are probably druids. How many is he smelling? I'd like to know.
He's bounding off, happy because there's going to be a fight. He's excited for a fight to who's going to be alpha. These strong men that smell like wolves, or you guys.
So
And it's really creepy, Azildin, because like he looks so happy, but he's like tongue lolling out, he's looking back at you guys like, aren't you gonna follow?
oh, Gallus coming after. It's fine.
Yeah, he's expecting us to get in a fight, just so you know.
You're always expecting to get us in a fight.
Wait, why aren't we following the orcs?
The stronger scent is to the north.
But these
Matt,
tracks are little.
Yeah,
There's something there.
This is what scared the orcs off.
But didn't all the tracks come from...
Whatever it is, we can fight with them or treat with them. Either way, the orcs aren't going to have a good time of it.
as a dwarf, I'm certain, bigger doesn't always mean stronger.
I'm going to be terribly slow.
Come up onto my horse. Tinsender can hold you.
He looks around. There's no one kind of like poking fun at the Lokrik riding with the knight.
It's that or a piggyback ride. So
Nope, he gets up on the great.
so yeah, the comment that is made is it's that or piggyback.
Transcender is a great war horse.
and he like
The strongest.
for help up onto the horse and
Galith pulls him up easily.
Yep.
The strongest horse in the land, I would say. Strong back, strong legs.
Okay, that means now Lemio is the no, he's got. How long does your arrow
6
form
hours.
last?
6 hours.
Okay.
Marty, I've got conflicts. Can you see what's going on there?
Pardon?
In one
His
note.
character sheet.
I'm just gonna delete the conflict page. Give me a second.
Yep.
Fun fact. Horseshoes only appeared in about 500, 600 AD. Before that, they used these things called hippo sandals, which is the funniest fucking word I've ever heard. It was literally they wrapped a piece of iron that they had attached to leather around the feet of the horse, like little boots, essentially. Because it hadn't occurred to anybody to nail them in yet.
Nice.
Yeah,
Stirrups are also a late invention, which is kind of
yes, they are.
To
Actually, yeah.
Nails
Well, I mean,
are a late
stirrups-
invention.
what's that?
Nails are a late invention.
Thank you.
Right, for fuck's sake, they had claw hammers in like.
I would say they've been around.
in the Republic of Rome. For fuck's sake.
Nails? I'd say they've been around for at least 2,000 years.
Probably, yeah.
That's a relatively late invention.
All right. So you guys are. How are you moving? Who's the slowest? Is basically.
That looks tasty.
It looks like Urek Cho is moving at 40 with people on his.
Marty, Lem's gonna go up to the sky a little bit, a little higher.
Yeah, Urcho gets slowed down. Tencender doesn't. But.
Question: is this my first or second animal transfer? Wild shape.
I'm not sure what you're asking, Ahmed.
I have 2 wild shapes per day.
Yep.
This is my first one.
Yep.
Okay.
Mark, what was the thing?
Azilin will cast Longstrider on Rosie, so she's moving at 40.
Rosie loves fucking Longstrider. Just this bounding, fucking fearless skunk of running through the wilderness,
Skunk ability.
chasing after her master, just so happy. So how fast are we moving now? 40?
I think 40 is the slowest. Yep.
Okay. Lemmy's gonna fly higher and try to get a vantage point. See if you can see like a town or den or something.
Okay, you're trying to get a sight of these things?
Yeah.
Give me another survival check, Lemmy. Something's really odd about how these creatures are moving.
If it matters.
Did I just roll another one?
14. Okay. One group of
Marty, I hate this application.
you could use your gnome power to reroll.
Yeah.
It's time to use your gnome power.
I'm gonna do that. 24, that's better.
Okay. Are you spending any mythic points?
Have I spent any at all?
No.
Let's break 25. Yeah, sure. Maybe I break.
Maybe you break 30.
Maybe I break. Touch a. Nope.
26. Okay, so on your token in D20 or roll 20, I actually kept track of your mythic points in the green bubble. So if you click on your token, you could subtract your mythic points from 5. For Lemio's character sheet,
all right.
The 8 is his channel positive energy. Okay.
I have lots of
26. So Lemio takes a look. He's like, he rubs his eyes a little bit and then he looks again. Ah. So there's one group of around 20 wolves that are traveling at 60. They are traveling with purpose and with speed. There are what Lemio believes are to be several packs of more wild, kind of just normal wolves that are following behind and following the tracks of the ones that are moving with speed and purpose, they're following at normal wolf speed, but they seem to be driven like really kind of like the same way that the dire wolf is acting, like they really want to follow, and they're moving at 50, which is normal wolf speed. There's something supernatural about how fast that first group is traveling.
Like Longstrider? Well, no, wait a minute. Yeah, Longstrider would do it.
They're traveling at 60.
If I turn into a wolf, I would do 50. And then Longstrider would give me 60. Check that.
Okay, so this is you going high up and trying to have a look. You don't see them. You don't see them like
back.
within like sight.
Right. I'll keep above the group.
They do feel like they're moving along the side of the lake.
Let me take a quick look. Going into the mountains.
Yep. So you guys now are following, I guess. Traveling at what you think is a good speed.
We're never going to catch up in this space. Okay. Even traveling at 60, I'm never going to catch up with them.
So who's not... Wait, so we're not catching up to the enemy because they're moving too fast?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to come back down to the group size.
What kind of terrain are we dealing with here?
Hilly terrain.
Hilly terrain.
It's a little bit flatter near the Lake of Ravens. So you guys are all kind of running off and moving and kind of traveling and following the tracks, long striders and different forms. Lokrik riding on the back of Tensender with the knight. You think that you're making good time. Lemio comes down.
As an aside, Tensender can carry 1,380 pounds without any problem.
In his light load. Okay.
No, it's in his medium load, but he doesn't take penalties from medium load because he's a charger.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
What about a Challenger? How much can that carry? How much horsepower is that puppy? Okay, so Lemmy comes down.
Wait until his heavy load doesn't encumber him. That'll be fun.
Hold on there. Hold on there for a second. Slow down. Need to talk. Looks like there's...
What should we do, Lemmy?
There's actually two groups that we're following here. There's about... said 16 or so?
You're around 20.
Oh, 20. But out of this entire group, there's about 20 or so that are moving faster than the others. These are like I'd say these are the druids, perhaps.
Let's chase down the stragglers then.
Actually, hey, how long does polymorph last?
How should I know? I'm not Oberon.
No, he asks Uker because he mentioned it. Because this has been a long time now. There's no way it would last this long. I mean, the only way
last minutes.
Yeah, so these have to be druids then. But there's about 60 of them, or 20 of them, and they're moving at the speed of me flying.
Let's hunt down the stragglers. Finish them first.
But the stragglers they're regular wolves.
So?
They have no purpose. They have no sense. It's the ones in the front. Even then, there's no way we're going to catch up to them. The wolves that are following are traveling at faster than we are.
Not so. They have to rest eventually.
So would we.
So do we, yeah.
We do not.
I beg to differ. I've tried going without sleep. It doesn't work out so well.
That's same here. But the question is this:
you do not trust the power of Nuada. Nuada will give you strength.
I'm good with Maliki, thanks.
All right, now stop comparing your medallion sizes. All right. Now, I think we should do is find where they're headed. If they've reached their destination, then that's where we need to go and not worry about it.
I don't disagree, but what I'm saying is that we should run down their wolves first.
I think by the time we get there, they'll already have reached their destination. So let's We can
It's a bit
keep
of a
going.
self-fulfilling prophecy, isn't it?
We can keep going, or we can go back and deal with the orcs, the ones that are riding the wolves.
We've already put our way into this.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
We're clearly dealing
that
with something dangerous ahead. Something
that's true. Quick question: is my
Mayhaps
spell
they're
list
not
updated?
Yeah, it is. Well, it was updated to fight orcs and wolves.
But I haven't used any spells today.
No, you haven't actually.
Oh, okay, pretty cool. Okay.
Sorry.
Did you touch it at all?
Yeah, I did.
I had to delete the conflict page, so there might be a reset there.
It may
that's
be
probably
that
why. Okay,
Oh,
don't worry
that
about it.
might be
I got
why,
this.
okay.
I got this. Okay.
it
All
may
right,
be that these druids are not enemies.
If they've met these orcs and they have not killed them, then there's something wrong with these druids.
They may have their reasons. Talking to them might not be so bad.
We'll keep an eye out.
And if they turn out to be foes, then we'll run them down.
But there's something we have to pay attention to here. I'm the only, caster in this group right now. And
Beg
there's
your
no,
pardon?
there is no. Well,
I can
you've
cast
got. All right, let's make a comparison. There's, let's say, 3 of us that can cast spells. All of us, 5 of us. There's 20 of them that I count. 20 casters? Are you crazy? There's no way we'd survive that. We'd have to scope it out and see what's happening. And the other thing that's confusing: why are they turning into wolves and not just flying? Druids would just fly to wherever they're trying to go. Why didn't? They're going around the lake. If they were druids, they'd have flown through the lake, over the lake.
Well, maybe these druids worship this Fenris thing, which is a wolf. So they like wolves.
Marty,
Some sort of
knowledge
wolf
religion.
cultist.
Knowledge religion, Marty. I have knowledge is a lot of things, but they all suck. Bam, bam. Plus. Oops. Bam. 16.
Okay. If they worship a animal of the like a fantastical beast of the Vosgardian pantheon, they're kind of worshiping a monster.
Well, tell you what. In either case, looks like it's going to be a fight. Didn't they let the orcs go? And if they are indeed worshipping this wolf god, then they're worshipping a monster. So it's going to be a fight one way or another.
Then we must deal with them.
Yes, but what I'm saying is 8 expect a fight, and there's 20 of them. 20 spellcasters that can turn into wolves. It's going to be a problem. Just keep that in mind.
I'm not saying it won't be difficult. I'm just saying we can't let them keep preying upon the innocent.
It's not difficult. This is quite dangerous, actually. So, what
It
I'm
was
saying is,
dangerous when we fought the dragon. It was dangerous when we fought the giants in the orc army.
this is a different kind of dangerous.
Not really.
I disagree.
All right, I've given you the information that I believe to be accurate. I'll see you, boys. I'll take to the sky again and see where these tracks are headed. If I see an ambush or anything like that, I'll head down and stop you.
Good.
So just stop if you see me come down.
In the dying light
we shall
of the,
do it.
In the dying light of the day, you guys get to where the ground becomes a little bit like you're further going up into the mountains. It appears a natural feature of the mountains where they meet the Lake of Ravens is that there is a path or a flat part kind of right next to the lake that goes all the way, that seemingly goes all the way across. You do see that there is an inordinate number of ravens that are in this area.
Lemmy's starting to believe that some of these ravens might be druids if this is the spot. But no, he doesn't think they're druids. They would have just flown right over as ravens.
Are you trying to ride down some of the stragglers?
The wolves, yeah, sure.
Okay, so Galeth and Lokrik are like, do you come across wolves?
Quick question: have the wolves killed anyone, or like, are these evil wolves, or
as far as we can tell, they've eaten people.
Give me a d6.
What? Who?
John.
Okay. 1.
Okay, so you found one straggler. You cornered it, and you were able to.
He dead.
You were able to kill it. Basically, Tensender ran it over.
Splat.
You think that it must have been one of the groups of wolves. If not, it was kind of scraggly. It wasn't like an alpha. It may have been an omega or some wolf that just decided to wander off from the big group. But yeah, it's dead now. Barely wolf worth the pelt.
Yeah, we're gonna leave that scraggly ass shit.
Okay, the sun sets as you guys are following this wolf pack, and you're kind of entered into mountainous terrain. Although it's actually kind of a flatter area that you can travel over pretty quickly. Are you force marching? Are you making camp?
How many hours has it been, Marty?
You guys have traveled a full 8 hours today.
Okay, so I've had to switch to. No. I'm meaning as an air elemental. How long have we been following these wolves?
8 hours.
8 hours. Okay, so I'm using.
Well,
my
no,
second...
you traveled from Kaloge to Great Elk, and then you turned into the air elemental near Elk area.
Yeah.
So you still have maybe about an hour of your.
Oh, okay. Keep it going.
Rest.
Okay. Essentially, are you guys basically just following the wolves?
Yeah.
Okay, killing stragglers as you go?
Yeah, I would say so. We'll kill any stragglers we come across.
Okay. The next couple of days is you following this pack of wolves that is moving at really crazy speeds. You don't understand how they're able to keep it up for so long. But you do crest around the Lake of Ravens. You've left behind burnt-out farmsteads that you kind of saw along this area. You don't find any communities along the mountainous area. Just a lot of birds that seem to roost up in the Ravens Perch Mountains.
And we'll do a mix of Tensender runs them down, I skewer them, or Akcho goes in for the kill. That
next evening, when you're camping kind of further into the hills, following this trail that is going up around the mountains, all of you share the same dream of a one-eyed raven looking down upon you from the mountaintop, curious as to your passing.
Odin's birds can bite me.
In his dream, Lemmy says, "Bagger off, you one-eyed pecker."
Oh no! Don't do that.
Okay, there's a lightning strike behind the bird. It doesn't startle the bird, but you see the silhouette of Yggdrasil behind the bird.
I tried
itself.
to steal my mind to drive out the visions.
Okay.
Oh, so there's a one-eyed. Okay, so Marty, knowledge, religion.
Natural 1.
What?
What's the one? Oh, that was the one from before. Give me a will save.
That's not me. Give me a second.
No.
To chase away the visions is a nat 20 required.
That's some bullshit. But okay.
Knowledge, religion. Let me know when I can do that.
21 or 24.
Okay. You actually saw the same thunderclap when you were you're trying to push it away, and it's almost like it was saying no. And you see this massive tree, the silhouette, the briefest of silhouettes, and your vision zoomed in really far, and the cracks of the tree were like roads, and you can see this little beleaguered kind of trail of peasants and knights leading this little kind of winding.
I choose to see that as a manifestation of my own symbol.
Like in the cracks of the tree, there was this little group of knights wandering.
All right.
All right.
Anyone else trying to interact with the vision?
Knowledge, religion. Once I saw the tree, now we're trying to see who this raccoon, this one-eyed raven is. 12. I tell you, this thing hates us.
You don't know the 12.
All right, I'll start talking to it. How are you doing? You're a friend of Yggdrasil, are you? I follow Yggdrasil. My name's Lemmy.
Only want a cracker.
Any reactions?
Zildin
anything from it?
Haunts the thing.
No reactions? Okay. Well, anytime you want to
like,
talk,
I don't know
I'm
what
here.
a one-eyed bird would do. He is like, I got no ranks, knowledge, religion. It's just
Is it
a bird.
one-eyed because is it in the center like a cyclops, or is it lost an eye in a fight?
It lost an eye in a fight.
Ah, poor bastard.
Okay, so
Yep.
Zildin, there was the same crack of lightning, and you saw the silhouette of the tree. And
I'll offer the bird food. I make food in my dream. I eat, sleep, train in my dreams.
Unfortunately, everything you make turns out like a cupcake.
the bird kind of as there's a crack of lightning and you saw the tree and you're like, isn't that Lemmy's tree? You get the sense that it may have pecked at your food like after you left.
Okay. That's fine.
And I assume Polly want a cracker was you taunting the bird, Mark, as opposed to
Offering carbohydrates.
Sustenance.
He was making an offering to the great and mighty Odin of a cracker.
Here you go, Odin. Put salt on it.
I just feel this incredulousness coming.
Lightning! Lightning!
Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt!
The bird turns its head and shows you the empty eye socket, and
Oh, no.
Zildin gets the sense that in its empty eye socket holds the reflection of the doom of everything, and you wake up in cold sweats, kind of gasping for breath, like you tried to breathe in when you were in your sleep right before you woke up, and you took in no air.
Okay, well that is clearly an evil god then. Evil. Like this culture is evil.
You ethnocentrist,
Give
you.
me a second. What's his alignment?
I'm pretty sure it's not evil.
Now, being woken up like that, though, it's not
Nice.
happy.
Well, this is a one-eyed raven supposed to communicate with you.
So all of you,
Write a letter?
all of you wake up. Have you been collecting wolf pelts, or are you just kind of leaving them as you go?
I'll leave a trail, I guess.
If they're shitty wolf pelts, we don't want them.
I don't.
If we're already behind though, we
we're
don't
not
really have time
bleeding.
to.
Yeah,
We don't
that's a
have
good
time for
point.
trip, yeah.
Okay.
We should keep
We can pick up on
charging
the way
after
back
them.
if there's any left.
Give me 3d6.
Who?
Who?
Whoever's killing wolves.
I'm not.
That'd be me. Five.
Okay. The stragglers, you'd expect that you almost run into more of them, but you guys are just too far behind, and they're being driven by some insatiable need to be near this greater smell. Urekcho is happy that you're following this scent. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, you actually start to enter a forested region that is combining with the hills, and they're heading straight north.
Okay.
We're getting a little. Like,
This is getting a little out of hand here.
At this,
Well,
go ahead. Yeah.
At this point, I should have gone to the vault.
Yep.
we've only been out here for a few days. So what?
Well,
now there's mountains between us and where we were before.
why couldn't we just have killed the orcs and then followed these guys? You know what I mean?
And how far would the orcs
They were
be?
going to be so quickly.
Yeah, I did. I did tell you. We're never gonna catch them. I think at this point we should turn around.
What, you think they're not going to stop?
I don't know where they're going. I don't know how far it is.
They
It's
might
already-
stop
it's already
when they
been-
hit the wall of mountains. I don't
You
think
said
they're
there was.
getting too
You said they
far.
was moving with purpose. The first group means they're going somewhere.
Marty, do I still see that?
Yeah, they've been huffing it at 60
The whole time.
the whole time.
These guys haven't slowed down at all. Is there signs of them eating? Or camping? Like sleeping?
So
or hunting.
3-4 days now, they don't hunt. They haven't stopped to eat.
So there's been...
Interesting.
Right, so there's something wrong here.
Give me a survival check as you're looking for the latest camp.
I automatically help.
Okay.
But we wouldn't stop either. We would use magic.
Oh, for the... I don't think I rolled over a 5.
Okay.
What did you roll?
Alright, I'm rolling... I'm adding a d6.
Okay.
Yeah, add 2 from my aid.
Alright. Okay, so that gives us in the...
19,
5,
five
so
is
19,
24.
so 24. Yeah.
Okay. Their latest camp, you saw where they all laid down. You also saw a red berry bush where one of the wolves wandered up to the brush and stood by it, and it looks like
Cast good berry.
there's a bunch of berries that have been snapped off the bush.
Okay. Well, that confirms it. They at least know how to cast good berry. They might throw berries at us till we die.
It's a good guess. You find the slobbery, messy rock where all the wolves apparently wandered up to the rock and ate berries.
They ate berries. Detect magic.
There's no magic coming from the bush or the rock.
The slobbered berry paste.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that powerful, eh? All right.
You'd almost have to be like rounds behind them, I think, for a spell that low to have casted.
Yeah, I think that's how that works.
All right. All right. Well, you see, I think they were using good berries, similar to the tree that we've got in Acropolis. So I think that's where we're at right now. They're eating berries and moving along, but the other wolves, they're not hunting either?
The other wolves are starting to lose interest, it looks like. Or they're falling further and further behind. You've been nipping at the trail of these wolves. They've been going off to the sides and hunting and
Okay. All right.
At this point in time, they all kind of ran into the forest at different directions.
There's no reason to chase down the different groups.
No,
Stay
just
on the
stay
main
with
trail.
main one. This is
Yeah.
regular. These are regular wolves. Go stay with the main one, the main group.
I would agree with that.
Seriously, this is such a drag. We're good. We're going quite far. When I say let's go for the vault, I don't want to hear any complaints.
Except that, of course, it's a selfish request, but hey.
You can't blame me. Me flying around for the last few days.
Are you?
How many
following
days
them
are
in?
we? How many days are we actually?
Yeah, I think we're following them in.
This is about 4 or 5 days.
Or sorry, how many hours are we actually traveling
2,
during the day?
3, 4. This is the 4th day, and you're here. You're starting out the 5th day.
But how many hours are we actually traveling in a
8.
day? 8. Okay, cool. That's fine.
The trail is the trail is thinner and less obvious than it was the further you head out.
Well, I assume there's going to be a lot of wolves around here.
You can still follow it, but you're traveling at like 2 days behind at 3/4 the speed.
Yeah.
2/3 the speed.
Well, they're going 60. We're going 40. So yeah.
It's a good thing you didn't bring the wagon up in this territory. The wagon wouldn't have been able to probably make it into the forested hills.
Who could have pick up wagon and carry it?
Well, that's one way that the wagon could have made it into the...
I throw it at mouth.
It's exercise.
2 hexes away.
You get the sense that this place has not known a woodsman's axe or like a tilled area. Like, people don't come up this way. This is very wild territory.
Okay.
On the other side of the Raven Perch Mountains.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, you ready? You guys ready? Let's keep going.
Let's do this.
The weather is overcast and slightly stormy. It is appropriate weather for call lightning.
Do we have enough time to
And
do a
protection
battle
from
tonight?
energy.
Or do you guys have to go to bed?
I do. Well,
Yeah,
I have
fucker.
time. I have time, I mean.
Okay, you have time. Okay, good.
Yeah.
I got time.
Energy, that's something else.
But I know you guys live on the other side of the country, so...
You're going into the forest?
I want to fight the wolves. I want to fight the wolves.
Yes, we're going into the forest.
Okay.
We've got 5 DR silver. Here's 100 damage. Oh.
Yeah!
6
more like
hours
10,
into the
whatever.
day, you start to see mountains. And the forest is starting to kind of disappear into more of a shrubland that is going up the side of the mountain. You see the wolves have slowed down. Like they started approaching whatever this was up the mountain slower. Much more cautiously.
Okay. Lemmy's taking flight.
Okay,
like
so this
higher
is 6
elevation.
hours in, so you'd have to cast your
Second one.
second wild shape.
Yep. Yeah, that's fine. I'll go higher again and see if I can get a vantage point from here. I know this is days later, but maybe try to figure out what they're heading towards or something I can see.
In between these two mountains, there's an old riverbed that is sort of splayed out along the side of the mountain. The old riverbed, from your vantage point, even in the dim light, has sparkling silvery flecks in it.
Okay.
And you can see a group of wolfskin wearing men camped out in the shadow of one of the mountains beside this old riverbed.
How far away is that?
It's a couple miles away from where your friends are. They're starting to climb up into the mountains. They're still following the tracks. The tracks lead all the way up to where these 18 or so rough-looking men are standing around. It looks like they're resting.
Is the woman still with them?
You don't see any women with them.
Swear if the women went the other way. Oh. Okay. All right. Interesting place. Does it look like there's another path out of this area?
It's 14 men. Did I say 16? Give me a second. You were following 20.
Wait, I was following 20 and now there's
14,
only 16?
15, 16, 17. I said around 20. Yeah, you get a good count of them. There are 14 in total, men standing around.
So it's a lot less.
12 of them are armed with battle axes and throwing axes. 2 of them are armed with Volslandic great blades. They're all wearing wolf skins. And it looks like they're tired. Like they're just sort of like they're resting and sharing.
How far away are
drinks.
these folks?
A couple miles away from where Galeth and the rest are kind of slowly moving up the mountain.
Alright, I guess we'll continue our approach in a non-aggressive fashion.
Lemmy comes down. All right. Well, there's only 14
Lemmy
of them.
flies back down. You guys are about a mile away from them. You can't quite see them yet. See this little kind of nib of a mountain?
Yeah.
You're kind of like just about ready to turn around.
Alright.
They would see you once you got around the corner, but Lemmy stopped you. Kind of flies in Galeth and Lokrik's face, and everyone stops for a moment.
What's up ahead, Lemmy?
Well, they're there. There's 14 or so of them. Lemmy starts drawing in the ground. Picks up a stick. Like, this is what it looks like. There's a little river here. It's a little riverbed, and they're resting. They're very fatigued, but they're resting. And there's only 14 of them. 6 have great swords, and the other ones have axes and throwing axes.
They don't sound like a threat. Perhaps we can approach them and negotiate.
That's the thing. There's only 14 of them, and there are no women. I don't know where they are, but I lost 4 of the women somewhere. Or 3 of them. I don't even know how many women there were.
Regardless, I think we can approach and negotiate with them on even terms.
I'm going to be up there again,
Perception
just in case. Shit.
Okay.
Mark, you got me?
No, I did not get that.
Perception.
Sorry.
17!
22.
There we go.
Okay.
38.
You are
I rolled a
practically
3.
standing on top of an old campsite.
Yeah, they was here.
No, I mean
Oh.
old. There might have been a building here, like a cottage, and you can see the crumbled walls, and you can see on the backside of this of like this tiny hillside, somebody has carved in almost like cave paintings, like a little etchings.
Well, etchings are very important, as he knows, so he goes to look for etchings.
Okay. You spread some of the vines and roots of trees, and there is this Voslandic man that has got a... You can't tell whether it's a long sword or a full sword. In some of the etchings of him, he's wielding it two-handed, but sometimes he's wielding it one-handed.
Okay.
And you see him kind of standing in this really, like, this is medieval art, like where all the perspective is off.
Right.
This is not the
Yeah.
beautiful frescoes from the right, they're doing little Egyptian kind of signs and
Yeah.
There's no concept of perspective. It is not like the frescoes, the beautiful artwork that was in Acropolis. This is like just learning how to make art.
Stick people.
Stick people almost, but it's the same bearded stick person. You notice the bearded stick person fighting. And then there's him going up the tree and fighting lots and lots of dead people all around him, and then him coming down the tree and crying, and then him going into the wilderness and fighting lots of wolves, and then him chasing this really big wolf around that's kind of like heads and like much taller than the other wolves, and him trying to set traps for the wolf, and him finally going to a cave. There's a picture of him in the cave with the sword and the big wolf coming in, and then there's a picture of him. Oops, sorry, as I just get too excited.
Yeah.
And then there's a
fun.
picture of him doing battle with the wolf, but somehow it got switched around, like the wolf was deeper in the cave than he was. And then fucking nature eroded the rock away. And there's like nothing.
They all look at me in disgust. I'm like, I had nothing to do with that.
Knowledge.
It's frickin' rain. Get over it.
Yes, Lokrik is like good eye. And he's like he's fucking like, this is a comic book for people like Lokrik. Like, this is
He's just in there.
Fuck. Yeah.
hell's
No,
that?
I'm useless.
okay. Give me a what are you
Knowledge
looking for,
nature?
lad? Yeah, knowledge nature, sure.
It just allows me basically a reroll. 17.
The wolf that he was following was female, the big one. Like, you actually saw a little
Yeah.
udder.
Okay.
Like, it had teat. I guess they don't
Yes.
have udders, but they had teat.
Yes.
Yeah.
It had 6 nips. Alright, gotcha. Well,
Means the expected litter size would be 5.
looks like this old fella here is a little obsessive about the she-wolf here.
We don't live far from here, says Lowcrick. I wonder if this is... The Vale
What did he say?
We don't live far from here, says Lowcrick. Like,
His home is close to here?
If you zoom out,
Yeah.
there's where you guys are,
Yeah.
at this little nib looking at the etchings.
Yeah.
And
Where's his
Dverg
group?
home is just over here.
How the hell is that close?
We've gotten no closer to Dverg home. We're actually on an arc.
Yeah.
We're making we're making this isolated triangle.
Sure.
I look at the dwarf. You travel far, don't you?
Well, there are stories of wolves.
Oh. What
And
about them?
I think Lowcrick's gonna roll a knowledge local Volsland by taking 20.
Fail.
And
He's
he
gonna
gets
use
a
his-
1.
He's gonna use his bardic knowledge.
Sorry.
Knowledge World Volsgard is +9 with a take 20 is 29. He's gonna roll a mythic point on top of that. 4. He gets a 33. I will subtract one of his mythic points for the day. Which is the green bubble above your heads.
It's mythic and we're mythic. Da, 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 da.
It's that name we heard. That story. Yes. It's a hero, a Volsgard hero named Grolf. Grolf. Olfa Vedamada. Grolf the Wolf Hunter. Long ago, it is said that Volsgard lived under 2 moons, and that the brood of Skoll, the wolf, son of Fenrir, had swallowed one of the moons. And to keep it from happening again, there came a Volsgard hero named Grolf, who hunted and trapped a mythical creature named Skoll's daughter, the daughter of the wolf who would swallow the sun. Grolf did not always hunt wolves. Hundreds were slain by Victor Slagerblad, and he points at the blade that the guy has got in his hands.
Mm-hmm.
Nearly just as many warriors and raiders have wielded it throughout the centuries, but when he found it, he wrought great destruction on his raids. It was originally crafted in the days of the Voslandic raids into Yggdrasil onto other worlds, and he glances at Galeth, and likely traveled far before returning to Volsgard. This warrior was last known to wield Victor Slagerblad, and was a proud northern chieftain by the name of Grolf, who after long years of raiding and reaving sought to atone for years of slaughter. And he looks to Isilden, as Isilden made this really excellent point. And, this all might have culminated in him, remembering this story. He turned to hunting wolves in this very region, in this forest. And hunting wolves, he began to hunt wolf creatures, and in particular those that meant harm to men Hundreds of wolves and wolfkin fell to his blade, Victor Slagerblood, and this brought him into conflict with the agents of the mythical Fenrir and other monsters, including Fenrir's own grandchildren, Skollsdottir, the daughter of Skoll. Grolf tracked Skollsdottir and fought off his packs, or her packs, throughout the north. Legend said he laid a trap for her and sacrificed himself to do so. And that after that day, Grolf and Skollsdottir disappeared from the north altogether. It's said whenever a wolf howls, it is baying for the lost kin-mother of Skollsdottir. This is proof.
It sounds like the actions of a noble hero.
There's a curious part of this that dwarves remember very clearly. It is called the Silver Horde. The Silver Horde. Apparently, as part of his trap, he gathered up a vast amount of wealth in the form of silver and used it as Skollsdottir to silver was fire to kindling.
Let me look. He's waiting for the rest of the story.
It said that Grolf either died or still lives somewhere where he laid the trap. It is unknown, but we should proceed with caution. I think there are other things, but we would have to consult libraries back at Dvergholm, or ask more learned folk of the Vostlanders, the particular. And he like leans back and is smoking his pipe a little bit and stroking his beard, looking at the inscriptions. He gives Azildan a nod, like, good eye.
You're very insightful there. They're resting by a dried up waterbed, and it seems to be filled with silver. We might find a blade, perhaps. If the gentleman or the hero died there, you might actually find his blade there.
Then
they're about a mile up. What? Whoa.
Say that again?
They're about a mile away from us.
Oh. So are we gonna hit them now, or are we gonna let them rest? Rest ourselves?
Well, they seem really fatigued. I'd say let's just do it now.
what time of day is it?
It's been 6 hours travel.
So
24.
still morning.
You had to redo your thing about an hour ago, so yeah, it's still light out.
It's still daytime. So
4 or 5 in the evening.
Yeah, let's do this.
all right, let's go stop them.
Prepare for battle.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to roll 20.
Yeah, my arse. It's more like roll 1. Garbage.
I'm gonna put down some wolf barbarians. And let's just see how Roll20 happens. Will it automatically... Oh, I gotta rename each one? Are you serious? Are you serious?
I like map tools. Let's go back to map tools.
Well, what about trying to... Maybe there's a different way to copy, or maybe import or something. So what, you're copying character... You're copying... that's what you're doing. Oh no! Oh no!
One. It just does a roll 1.
Well, I was trying to figure out what that bug was before where it wouldn't roll, so I highlighted my character again and tried. So here, I'll roll my initiative by using your macro. Kapah! There we go.
Okay. I'm just gonna copy warrior a bunch of times.
What is Danekinder?
It's a thing that you haven't found yet.
Okay.
Yeah, we're trying out a new tool, Roll20. It just doesn't seem to do some of the things the map tool does. Okay, so I'm going to add the warriors to the initiative, and add a turn, and then I'm going to add a turn for the barbarian. You guys can add yourselves to the initiative by selecting your token and clicking on the button in the upper right hand or upper left hand side that says initiative.
I can't seem to select my token.
Okay, my initiative is stupid. There we go. 2. Well, crap balls.
I can't seem to select my token.
No, Ahmed, click on your token. It's at the top left. Click the initiative button.
Who are you talking to?
You. Click on Lemio. On the top left, there's a big initiative button.
Yeah, I rolled. I have to roll first.
Did you slash roll?
Yeah.
No. Click on your click on your mini.
Initiative just has a button now that you
beside the blue arrow on the top left.
Beside the blue arrow on the top
left, it says initiative.
Oh.
Listen to the words.
And Mark, are you able to select?
I
can't click on my. Nothing happens when I click on my token.
Because your token is still NPC. You have a DM only token, like the monsters.
What is the?
Oh, give me a second. Does Ilden show to players? Does that work?
Nope. You're just forcing us to look at his character sheet.
Determined by character settings. Okay. And let me see. Yeah, new tool.
We could use Rosie. Rosie doesn't have an initiative. Never mind.
So, blue arrow and then what? Select move? Pane view?
Blue arrow and then click the initiative button.
Single click on Azildan, is that doing anything for you guys?
No. It's because he's not controllable by us. We can't move him. We can't touch him. He's GM only.
Oh.
Here, I'll click. I will do the initiative for John since he's DC'd.
Okay.
He's got 19.
Sorry, how did you do that?
Click on Lemming. Here, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Done. You have 4.
I'm sorry, I don't see how. How did you do that? You click
on Lemmy and then go look at the top left.
Oh, that's right. I hadn't clicked on him. Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, something weird's happening to Azildan.
Oh no, I can tell you what. There's only one thing.
That did happen to him earlier.
He has managed to take himself out of time and is therefore invincible.
Okay, Roll20, you're failing hard at this point. I can go to Lemmy's sheet, look at that. I click on Azildan's sheet, I'm getting something really weird. Are you selecting a Zildin, Mark? Can you not select him?
I cannot select a Zildin.
Okay.
I can select other characters.
It's all popping up.
All right.
But I cannot select... Oh, I can select him now. There we go. So the blue?
Yeah, there won't be an